Good afternoon, everyone. I am Phyllis Ellis, president of the Brockton area branch NAACP. We have partnered with Family Community Resources to host this event today to bring awareness about domestic violence through a clothesline display. The purpose is to give voice to victims and survivors of sexual assault and domestic violence. The display of different colored t-shirts is designed to show the different kinds of domestic violence, whether it's sexual, rape, incest, battered victims. Domestic violence is everywhere. There are about 10 million cases a year, and there are about 30,000 deaths. And while we do not discuss it enough, a display of the types of violence through our clothesline display will give voice to that. The first clothesline project originated in Hyannis, Massachusetts in 1990, when a member of the Cape Cod's Women's Defense Agenda learned that during the same time, 58,000 soldiers were killed in the Vietnam War, while 51,000 U.S. women were killed by men who claimed they loved them. This number motivated the women's group to create a program that would speak up and reveal the issues of violence against women. One of the women thought of hanging color-coded t-shirts, and that is how the Clothesline Project was born. Domestic violence affects women, men, and children, but records show that women are the most affected. Some women suffer in silence, some die, and some seek help. And the ones that seek help, there are resources available. Courtney Henderson, our chair of the WIN committee, organized this event along with Family Community Resources. They did a great job. As you can see from the clothesline behind us, they did an excellent job. So I'm going to ask Courtney to come up here right now to give us a little speech. Courtney.
Good afternoon. My name is Courtney Henderson, and I am the chair of the Women in NAACP Committee. And on behalf of the WIN Committee and the Brockton area branch area of the NAACP, I want to thank Family Community Resource and volunteers, Mayor Sullivan, and those who came out to support this demonstration. On average, nearly 20 people per minute are physically abused by an intimate partner in the United States. In 1 year alone, more than 10 million men and women are abused. 1 in 4 women and 1 in 9 men experience severe intimate partner physical violence, intimate partner contact, sexual violence, and stalking. It does not stop there. 1 in 3 women and 1 in 4 men have experienced some form of physical violence by an intimate partner. This includes ranges of behavior like slapping, grooming, and shoving. That doesn't stop there either. Women and men are facing emotional and mental abuse as well, and we must not forget that. Abuse goes beyond physical, and we must remember that. That is why today we bring awareness to domestic violence and speak out against this with our Clothesline Project. Let's love our neighbors, and instead of standing by and watching violence, let's show compassion to those who are silently and vocally asking for help. Each shirt on this clothesline represents real people who experienced or know someone who experienced abuse. These are real people. So when you read these shirts, you are reading real stories, including my shirt. I am a survivor of physical abuse from an intimate partner, and this project is very sentimental to me. I thank you all for attending, and I encourage you to get involved and bring awareness to domestic violence. And I encourage you to visit the resources that we have here today, as well as make a shirt. I thank you all, I love you all, and I'll pass it over to FCR for their remarks.
Hello, thank you all for coming out here today. My name is Joanne Hoops. I'm the Director of Development and Communications at Family and Community Resources. I want to especially thank Courtney Henderson for her leadership in putting this event together, and Phyllis for her support of Family and Community Resources and of letting us let the public know about the resources that are available for survivors of domestic violence. We have two young staff people here today who work closely with survivors of violence, and I'd like you to give them a big hand because they are certainly, it's not an easy job, and they are very competent. Just want to briefly mention some of the resources we have at Family and Community Resources for survivors. We have a mental health clinic. We have been in operation for over 50 years with our mental health clinic, and we accept children through elders for counseling support for if they have suffered trauma as a result of any kind of violence, family, community, and could possibly be in the schools as well. We also have a child witness to violence program that particularly focuses on children who have witnessed violence. We have a housing program that helps victims who are fleeing violence find shelter and permanent shelter for themselves and most often their children. And we also have a visitation program for children who may have been removed from their homes because of domestic violence but want to maintain contact with their biological parents. And we have, of course, the advocacy and support services that are offered by our DV community-based team. So again, thank you all for coming. We are located at 18 Newton Street in Brockton, right off the bus line, right off 123, if anybody you know needs services. And we also have a visitation program at 370 Oak Street, as well as in Hyannis and Rainham, Mass. Thank you again.
I forgot to mention that each color shirt represents a different level of domestic violence. So I just want to go through really quickly, and then we can take a look at the shirts. White represents people who have died from violence. Yellow represents battered or assaulted victims. Red or pink or orange represents survivors of rape and sexual assault. Blue and green represent survivors of incest and child sexual violence. Purple represents people who are attacked of their gender identity or sexual orientation. And then black represents permanently handicapped as a result of violence.
I'm Robert Sullivan. I'm the mayor of the city of Brockton. I want to, first of all, welcome you all here to City Hall Plaza. I want to recognize Councilor Ladrita Mendez. Thank you, Councilor, for being here. And Phyllis Ellis, President of NAACP, and all the members of the chapter. There's a lot going on today. That's why I'm running a little tardy. I was just at a dance recital for the B-City reps. We had the caucus at Brockton High. We had a wonderful clinic, Tukas Park this morning to get more shots in the arms. And I want to thank the NAACP. They just did a really good PSA video about how important getting this shot is. You know, it really is. You're saving your own life and those of your loved ones around you. So today is really an important day when we talk about domestic violence. It's the silent crime. both females and males. Typically, it's much more females than males, but you know, it's a fact that not just here in Brockton, but across our nation, it's even heightened now. DV is increased because of COVID, and that's just a fact. So again, please speak out if you know anybody or if you yourself experience it. We need to love and embrace and welcome and share each other. And I was recently at another domestic violence event with the Latin Women's Association. And what I said is, listen, I'm a dad, and I have a daughter, and I have a wonderful wife, but we have to love our women and respect and honor our women at all times. So again, I just want to thank NAACP, what they do. The Brockton chapter does so much. A lot is publicized, a lot is not publicized, but I'll tell you, I just want to thank each and every one of you for being here today. It's such an important topic. I cannot wait to go up and look at the clothesline up there. So God bless each and every one of you. Remember, the city of Brockton is better when we work together. Thank you very much.